Where's my phone? Morning. How are you? Today is Pilates stretch, and we are outside on this beautiful Friday morning. Um, you will, I think you just need yourselves today. All right, so we are going to focus on, as always, shoulders back. So palms are open, so your shoulders rest right in their exact spot where they should be. Your rib cage is up off your hip bones and blow out. Keep that core engaged, right? Now let's take 3 nice big deep breaths in through your nose. Follow it all the way down to your belly. Hold it and let it out nice and slowly. So in to your belly and out. And again, in like a snorkel. Follow it all the way up and all the way back down, okay? One more time. And let's start moving our arm all the way up and around. For 3, and the other way. 2 and 3. And let's do the other arm. It's a beautiful morning, not a cloud in the sky. Cool. I did have a sweatshirt on for my walk. All right, 3 shoulder rolls. And forwards. Nice big. You're squeezing in the back, squinching up, go forward and around. Nice big circles. All right, let's take our chin, take it over to the right. And over to the left. Keeping those shoulders down. And back to center. And let's do 3 circles with your nose. 2, 3, and the other way. We're working our way all the way down our bones. Awesome. Okay. Let's bring our let's bring our hands out to the side. Let them relax down. And let's come across for 4, 3, 2, keep your hips square, and 1, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all the way up. And let's just start swaying nice and slowly. Reach side to side, right? And then slowly push that rib cage out further. Work with your breath. Oh, I love this stretch. I feel it right from my knee all the way up. Especially, it's really good to open up that upper rib cage because it's way up here and it's hard to stretch out. And a lot of stuff gets stuck in there. All right, reaching high for the sky for 6 full body squats, coming down those side walls, booty back, all the way up and all the way down. Breathing up and breathe out. Squeeze those glutes. Keep that rib cage up. Let's do one more, all the way up and out. Okay, let's do our air squats. Lift that knee up, and around for 1, 2, 3, and the other way. 3, 2, and 1. And let's go to the other side. And the other way. 3, 2, and 1. And let's go all the way up on our tippy toes, do the Barbie walk, turn around. As the dogs play. Yeah. All right. Turn around. Okay, let's do heel down and up, squeezing those calves. Nice and relaxing, eh? And down, and let's roll those ankles. So we're going to stay on this right ankle. So roll that right ankle, rolling the other way. Right, and let's go on the right outside of that ankle. And on the inside. And up on your toes. Okay, pushing that arch forward. Right, squinch across those toes. Awesome. And let's bring those toes towards, scrunch that shag carpet, bring it into your heel. Scrunch it, hold, keep that arch nice and high, right? And wiggle those toes. And give a little shake. All right, let's roll the other foot. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I have to make tomato sauce today. I have lots of tomatoes. Are ripe. I make at least one batch. Right, and let's go on the inside. And on the inside. Up on those toes, pushing the arch forward. Scrunch across. When you're just sitting down, watching TV or whatever, roll those ankles. All right, and scrunch, scrunch. Bring that arch up high. Awesome, and give a little kick. All right, give a little shake through. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do a little balance and roll our ankles. So standing tall, palms are forward, shoulders are relaxed, core is engaged. Let's just tilt. Okay, your feet should be probably about hip width apart. Okay, tilt that pelvis forward. Okay, and we're going to bring this right foot up. And we're just going to roll our ankle and wrists around, rolling the other way. Let's point and flex, point and flex, and wave. Shake it. All right, let's do the other side. Have a ball between my foot. All right, so standing tall, tilt that pelvis, bring that knee up, and roll the ankle and wrists. And the other way. Point, flex, wave, shake it. All right, shake it up. Let's go. Puffs of air out. Here we go. She doesn't like that. Oh, no. Off. Shake it and move it around. Hey. Off. Off. Little dog training here too. Okay. All right. What are we doing now? It's well, I'm probably going to get attacked. All right. So let's do small arms to start off with. So let's reach those arms from wall to wall and let's pulse it forward for 6. Keep those shoulders relaxed. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pulse it backwards. Feel the little tiny muscles working all around those big muscles. And palms are up, push it up. And push it down. Tiny pulse down. And let's do 6 circles. And the other way. All right, let's get that heart rate up a little bit. We're going to do step 1, 2. All right, starting with that right foot, right, left, kick, right, left, extend, and then start swinging those arms. Make sure I'm not kicking a dog, falling off the step. The blueberry plant. Hey, tripping over a ball. Tough one this morning. Obstacle course. All right, and let's do the other leg. Left, right, kick, left, right, extend. Keep that rib cage up off your hip bones. Last one. Stop. All right. We are going to do side lunge crunch. So rib cage up, belly in. We're going to stay here first, okay? So let's just stretch out the inner leg. Up. Okay, and if you're ready, let's go knee to elbow and back down, pushing the booty back. 8. Keep the rib cage up. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, and let's go do the other side. We're going to stay in side lunge first. Out of foot flat on the floor. All right, you ready? Side lunge. Side lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Sorry. Tessa, come. All right. And let's do squat extend. All right. So booty back, reach to the side, squat, and opposite side. Keeping that rib cage up off your hip bones. Last one. Awesome. Okay. Let's stand at the end of your mat. Reaching high up to the sky. We're going to go down to ragdoll. All the way down, reaching for those side walls, coming down to ragdoll. All right, just stay here for a second. Pulse those feet out. Hold those arms. Sway side to side. All right, arms are spaghetti. Soft bend in those arms, a soft bend in those legs. We're going to roll up our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. So pulse it, finding that lowest vertebrae. How low can you go? Belly in. Open up every vertebrae going up your spine. Chin to chest. And roll those shoulders back, up and back down again. It's getting warm. Soft bend, left, right arm longer than your right arm longer than your left. Make sure your weight is distributed evenly. Pulse it, finding the left side of that spine. And start your roll up. Opening up the left side, feel it. All the way up and roll, coming up and back down. Again, soft bend, but this time your left arm's longer than your right. We're opening up the right side now. Pulse it, find the lowest one. Oh, I'm going really low. Oh, and up and all the way back down. Walk those hands out to downward dog. And we're going to pulse it. I might just want to move to the side a bit. All right, so pulse those feet up and down, stretching those calves and the backs of the legs. And then when you're ready, flat foot, push away from those hands. Belly being pulled up to the sky, and your chest is being pushed to those knees. And let's just sway it side to side, nice and slowly. Again, I like this stretch too. It really stretches the upper rib cage as well, and your arm, your shoulders. Awesome. And let's bring that right leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee and look underneath your right shoulder. I have no idea what that kick does, but it feels good. All right, still pushing your chest towards that back leg. All right, and then straighten that leg out. We're coming into our chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And bring it all the way through to that right thumb. We're in low lunge. So take that right arm up, taking a look at it, those fingers, and switch legs, high plank, left leg up. That gravity just works, sinking into the mat, and that left arm all the way up to the sky. Bring it back down, switch legs again. Right arm up. And come back. Both hands in front of that right foot. We're going to power up to high lunge, belly to your back. Try to have your biceps near your ears. We're going up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. Let's bring those arms all the way down those side walls. Coming to the inside of that right foot, we're going into lizard now. So you're going to drop that left leg onto the mat, wiggle this right one out to the side edge and on the edge of your foot. Put a little pressure on that leg, opening it up, and then have your right palm on the outside of that right knee. Push the knee into palm and bring it in and back out. Knee to palm, bringing it in, back out. Knee to palm and back out. That's keeping it out and on the edge of your foot. Let's go down to lizard. So I'm going down on my forearms and I'm going to breathe for 3. Coming back up. Let's bring this right foot to the center of the mat and go up onto your heel. Make sure this straight leg is coming from the hip and your left knee is underneath your hip. All right, so you're going to push your booty back. It's going to be a stretch all down the back of your leg. Push your booty back. Right, lengthen this left arm. Right, and then bring your chest down. Looking at that knee. Push your booty back and then chest comes down. Oh, that's good. All right. That's from here we go to plank. Push those shoulders into those sockets. Your hands or elbows are underneath your shoulders. Your belly's to your back. Your back is nice and straight. You're not arching or up, bum is up. Nice and straight. Be strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it back to downward dog. Push away from those hands. Let's sway those hips side to side. And let's bring this left leg up. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So this leg comes up, right? 3 kicks. Bend that knee. And look underneath your left shoulder. Still pushing your chest towards that back leg. Straighten that leg out. And let's go into your chest. Into your chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's bring it all the way through to that left hand. Again. Just let gravity work. And then let's bring this right arm all the way up. And we're going to switch legs. High plank. Right leg comes up. Set. And then bring that left arm all the way up. Oh, not a cloud in the sky. All right, switch. Left leg. Right arm. Nice and high. Bringing it back down. And we're going to go up to high lunge from here. Okay, so your hands are in front of that front foot. Power up. Core's engaged. Up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's bring those hands all the way down inside of that left foot. Drop that right leg and wiggle this left foot out to the edge. Open up that knee. Bring it in. And then let's bring this palm on the outside of that foot, pushing the knee, and push out. Knee to palm as you're bringing it in. Knee to palm, bring it in. Out and leave it out. And we're going down to lizard. So you can stay in high lizard or come down on your forearms. Okay, and I forgot to do this on the other foot, but let's bend that right leg. All right, so you're coming back up to high lizard. If you can, reach back for a nice quad and hip flexor stretch. Let go. Let's bring that foot all the way back in, right? And we're going to do up on your heel for a nice hammy stretch. So again, make sure that your leg is coming from your hip and your right knee is underneath your right hip. So you're not leaning one way or the other way. Push your booty back first, and then chest comes down and breathe. Booty back, chest down, breathe. And let's come all the way back up into plank. All right. Plank twist to the right. Bring that right arm all the way up, looking at those fingers, and back down, and the other side. Come back down, and let's do chaturanga from here. Drop, bring your body all the way down to the mat. Let's push our chest up. Let those hips relax, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. And let's come down to the mat and repeat. Chest up, hips relaxed. Have a nice little wiggle. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Awesome. Right. Come down to the mat. Let's push back up to high plank, to downward dog. And let's walk those hands all the way back to your feet and roll up your spine and roll those shoulders back. Awesome. Just gonna have a little sip of coffee, I think. No, I'm not. I'm all done. All right, we're gonna get into snowbirds from here. So let's go down. I'm going down on my right leg. It's okay.
Snowbird.
Right? So this left leg comes directly out from your hip. All right, let's bring those arms out, relax them down. Maybe I should turn this way so you can see me. All right, where am I going here? Okay, I'm going to touch down with my right hand. My core is engaged, my rib cage is up. Touch down, come up a centimeter, and let's bring that hand to your nose and back. 4, 3, keep that core engaged. 3, 2, and 1. And let's touch down, come all the way back up. Okay, reach for the sky. We're staying here. Reach down that left leg, looking up at those fingers way up there. And let's dip down and back for 1, 2, 3. Bring that belly to your back. 4, 5, and 6. And bring that hand down to the mat. All right. Have your left hand on that left hip. This straight leg comes up, toe pointing down. All right. So up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to toe tap in the front, heel tap on the other side of the mat. Toe, closing the hip, heel, opening the hip. Close, open. You have this hand here, feel it. Really focus on closing the hip and opening the hip. There, good stuff. Lengthen and crunch, elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's come all the way up to the other side. Right, outer foot flat on the floor. Rib cage is up, core is engaged. Arms come up. Let's touch down, up a centimeter, and bring it to your nose and back. 3, belly in. 4, 5, and 6, and wing dips coming up, staying here. All the way up. All right. 6, touchdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring this hand down. All right. Bring this leg up. Toe pointing down. All right. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And toe tap, closing the hip, opening the hip. Close it, open. And lengthen and crunch for 8, 7, 6. Come on, you got the nut in your belly. Crack that nut. Come on. 4, lengthen. 3, 2, and 1, and lengthen. Awesome stuff. All right, let's get right into tabletop. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, your belly to your back. looking straight down. Your knees are probably about hip width apart, so your knees are underneath your hips, right? Let's click our heels together. 1, 2, 3, and make a wish for today. All right, left arm, right leg out for bird dog, holding for 5. Nice, big, easy breaths in and out. I want you to take a look as your left hip over top of your left knee, and as your right hand underneath your right shoulder. I want you to lengthen those limbs. Breathe. All right. Let's slide it out to the side for 1, 2, 3. Keep that core engaged. 4, 5, and 6. And let's bring this your left hand, your hands are back down on the mat. Bend that right knee, and let's go up and down, raising the roof for 1. Hold it there for a second. Squeeze that glute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then bring that leg right out to the side for rainbow taps. Up and all the way over on the other side of the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, bring that leg to the back, and we're going to bring it up in front to your knee. We're going to go into pigeon. So we're going to cross that leg in front of your other leg and sit back down. And we're coming all the way down to the mat. If you can, bring your forehead down. And let's breathe for 3. Giving those hips a nice big stretcheroo. Awesome. All right. Let's bring that back, right? And come back into tabletop. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right arm, left leg, 5 breaths. Make sure you're lined up, belly to your back. Lengthen those straight up limbs. Breathe. Right, let's slide those legs and leg and arm out to the side. 6, 5, keep that belly pulled to your back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's hand comes down, bend that leg, making sure your right knee is underneath your hip. Bring that leg back and down, squeezing that glute up. Raise the roof with that foot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze that glute. And 6, and 7, and 8. And then bring that leg over to the left side of the mat and rainbow taps to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome stuff. And let's bring it in and across the mat and then down into pigeon again. So if you want to stay high in pigeon like this, it's perfect. If you can go down, That's good too. And I want you to breathe. Nice big deep breath in and out. Sink into this pose as you're breathing out. Pass up. Okay. All right. Nicely done. Let's come back up to tabletop and down to child's pose.
That's better. Okay. Okay.
Let's just roll side to side. All right, let's take that left cheek off of that left heel and walk those hands over to the right for 2 nice big deep breaths in and out. Nice big deep breath in and out. Let it all hang out. And let's walk our hands over to the left with the right cheek off a right heel. Same thing. Walk those hands further. Breathe. Back to center. All right, we're going to drag those hands down the mat all the way to your knees, rolling your back, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Roll those shoulders back for 3. And other side. Awesome stuff. And let's bring our hands out in front. All right, so I want your rib cage up, your core engaged. Hands are in front, push those shoulders back. And let's bring this right hand all the way back. And if you can touch your heel, good, right? Or your calf, or if you can touch way back, that's even better. For 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's do the other side. 1. Keep that belly to your back. 2, 3, and 4. All the way back up. All right, let's just sit right down onto the mat and open up those legs in front of you. Right, roll those shoulders back. All right, shake those legs. Let's open up those legs as you're shaking them all the way. Get up there on those sit bones, right? Sitting up nice and tall. So your rib cage is up off your hip bones, your core is engaged. Let's bring those hands out in front. Push those shoulders back and down so that they're in. Again, rib cage up, belly in. Taking this right hand and we're swiping it all the way around. Okay, palm goes up in the back. Try to have those arms straight, all right? At this time, we're going to bend down, bringing our chest to our knee. Keep those arms straight. Breathe out again. In and out. Try to keep your cheeks on the mat. My left cheek is coming up a bit, but just a bit. Then let's come all the way back up and let's swing it across to the other side. Again, your arms are straight. Reach for that foot. And again, breathing in and out. Let your body sink down with the breath out. And come all the way back. And we're going to go all the way to the other side and back down a little faster this time, but because you're warmed up, come back up, swing it across, breath out. come all the way back up to the center. All right, let's walk those hands down the center. As far as you can go, looking down at the mat. I want you to breathe. Still reaching as far, and breathe in and out. Come all the way back up. Shake those legs, coming in about 3/4. Bend your right knee, putting the bottom of your foot to the inside of that inner left leg. Okay, and see this knee. Okay, I want you sitting tall. Your head's being pulled up to the sky. And then again, your rib cage is up, right? Okay, so open up this leg. I spend a little more time. Oh, yeah. So I have to lean back. I just want to be tall. But see, I was leaning forward a little bit, so I want to stay tall. There, it's down. Doesn't feel great, but that hip can do it. So I know it can do it. I just have to work on it, loosen it up. Awesome. All right, bring that leg. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to do 3 crazies from here. So bring this hand to the back, and we're going to swing it all the way around. Look back at those fingers. Reach and back for 1, 2, and 3. And open up that leg and bring this left leg, inner foot to the inside of that leg. So I always like to have that toe pointing, straight leg, toe pointing up. So I know that it's in line. All right, sitting tall. Okay, let's bring this other, put a little pressure on this leg. Now this one, as you can see, it's almost down as it is. But sitting tall, try to stay seated on those sit bones. You need your other hand for balance. Just kind of moving around, see how it feels. All right, let's do 3 crazies from here. Swing that other arm all the way up and around. 1. What are you eating? Oh, that's okay. You can have a blueberry. A blueberry. Grab the blueberry. Did you get it? Get it, right? Oh, that's a good girl. Blueberries are good for you, I think. 2. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. And 3. And coming all the way back. Okay, let's sit with your legs in front of you together. Bring those hands all the way up. So your biceps are by your ears, palms are together. Reach, reach, reach. All right, and let's do a nice forward fold. So we're going to walk those hands across the sky, reaching for the wall in front of you. Let's start looking down at your knees now. Still reaching. Reach a little more. Breathing out. In and out. And collapse down on top of those legs. While you're down there, let's massage those feet. Pull those toes or your calves, depending on how far you can fold down. Bending and pulling and poking and prodding your feet. Hopefully they're clean. All right, rolling all the way back up. Hands out in front, push those shoulders back and down, and we're going to roll all the way down to your back. So, but vertebrae by vertebrae. So I want your belly in, tilt your pelvis, rolling down, all the way down. And let's lengthen those arms and legs. Reach, 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 belly to the back. Reach right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And we're going to bring both hands and feet up to above your hips. Okay, reach for those feet. Bring them back down. And that's snow angel, those arms around to clap behind your knees. Lift that butt up a little bit and come all the way back. Bring those legs down and let's meet at the top again. Both straight arms, straight legs. Try to meet above your hips. Reach for those feet. And let's bring those arms down and feet down and then clap behind your knees, bringing your knees to your chest and back down. Lengthen. Okay, we're lying on our backs. Let's put your belly into the mat. Okay, we're going to take the right arm and left leg up off the mat. Lengthen. And I just want you to pulse. I want that belly pulled to the mat. Really push. Right arm, left leg up off the mat. And bring it down. Let's do left arm, right leg up off the mat. Belly to the mat. Really push. And let's pulse those left arm, right leg up a tiny bit. Really pushing the belly to the mat. And back down. Same side, right arm, right leg, same thing. Reach from wall to wall, belly to the mat. Bring those limbs up, pulse it up. And down, and left limbs up, belly to the mat, pulse it up. And down. And we're going to do a snow angel with those arms along the floor. Try to have those arms completely on the floor, sliding them all the way. And let's hug our knees. Give them a nice big hug. Roll side to side. And let's bring those knees down to the mat. We're going to do a nice little glute bridge roll up. So let's measure between our fingertips to our heels, and your knees are about hip width apart. All right. So we're going to pick the blueberry up with your cheeks, and I want you to roll. I want you to roll, tilt your pelvis, and we're going to roll all the way up. Super high bridge. And we're going to roll down. Roll down your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming close to the bottom, and then release your pelvis. Okay, pick up that blueberry again with your cheeks, and we're going to tilt that pelvis, roll it up, and then let's go up the high bridge. This time we're going to stay up here, squeeze that blueberry, and let's bring our hands together underneath our backs, climbing up higher. Roll those shoulders under. Push those hips up high. And then release those arms. And we're going to roll down. You still have that blueberry. Rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. And release that pelvis. All right, we're just going to do 6 glute bridges. All right, so let's go up, squeeze those glutes, and back down. 1, 2, 3, squeeze, 4, 5, and 6, and bring it all the way down. Let's bring those arms to T, and legs come up above your hips. Making sure, take a look, are they above your hips? You should feel your lower abs if they're above your hips. Your belly's to the back. And let's bring those legs over to the right, looking to the left. We're in supine twist. And I want you to breathe for 3. What a pretty blue sky. Doesn't look like there's a breath of air up there. Wind. There's air. Nice. Breathe. All right. Let's bring those legs back up to center. Above your hips again, belly to the mat. And let's roll it over to the left, looking to the right. Bring that hand on top of those knees for that added little stretch. And breathe. Back up to center. And bring those legs back down to the mat. Let's take this right leg, cross it over your left knee, open up that knee, and then bring it into your belly button and bring your right hand to the outside of that right knee. Okay, you're going to push the knee into, you're going to open up that leg, push the knee into palm, and then bring the knee in, out, knee to palm, bring it in, out, knee to palm. One more time, knee to palm, bring it back out. All right, let's grab behind that left knee. Okay, pull that left knee towards your left shoulder, pushing out with your right elbow. Pull and push and make sure everything's in line. Heel, knee, shoulder. Pull and push. And release. Let's just switch legs from here. Left leg over your right knee. Open up that leg. Okay, have the right hand to the left knee. Okay, push it out, bring it in, knee to palm, knee to palm. One more time. And let's bring this right knee, leg, grab behind your right knee, pull towards your right shoulder, line everything up, pull and push. You can have bring your head, shoulders up off the mat, or you can leave them down on the mat. Pull, push out, and release. Bring those feet down to the mat, give them a nice little shakeroo. Awesome stuff. Let's bring our hands overhead. Nice big deep breath in and out. And let's bring those hands all the way down to the side. All right, we're going to do 3 rock and rolls to a shoulder stand. All right, so you're going to rock 1, and then we're going to bring our back up, bring your hands to your lower back so your legs are up in the air. All right, so let's do 1, 2, and this time we're going to roll up, bring your hands to your back. Okay, so your legs are up to the sky. Walk those hands up your back as high as you can go. You might not be able to go very high, but try to go as high as you can, keeping those legs above your hips, though, right? Yeah, see, you can walk up there, open your legs and close them, roll those ankles around, stay up there, go a little higher if you can. All right, we're going to bring that right leg back overhead. If you can, touch the ground. If you can't, just go as far as you can. Bring it up and down for 4, 3, and 4. And let's do the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Let's bring both legs overhead. And all the way up. And try that again. So the bend up their hips, legs are straight, all the way up. And let's just roll all the way back down to sitting. And let's cross our legs. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take this right ear over to the right shoulder, keeping those shoulders still. Okay, I'm always there. Whenever I'm looking into my computer, my shoulder is not level. But then I look into the mirror, which I don't have a mirror out here. All right, so there we go. All right, so as your ear is to your right shoulder, let's look up now. And then look down. Back to center. Do the other side. Okay, so left ear to left shoulder, keeping those shoulders still. Look up. Look down. And back to center. Let's just do 3 circles with your nose. The other way. Right, and let's take your left arm and bring it over to your right knee. Your head's being pulled up to the sky. Twist. And let's breathe for 3. And let's come all the way across to the other side. Same thing. Head's being pulled up to the sky, but you're twisting. And come back to center. Let's bring our soles of our feet together, bring them into our bodies, open up those legs. You're so pretty. You're a pretty girl, Freya. Awesome. And let's just do some knee taps, pushing our hip flexor forward. And another side. Try to keep those knees on the floor. And back. And let's do 3 rock and rolls to ragdoll. 1, 2, and 3. Coming all the way up to ragdoll. There's my damn doggy. There's my damn doggy. All right, we're in ragdoll. We're just going to hang here. Nice big deep breath in and out. Great. Let's hug those knees. Give them a nice big hug and say thank you, legs. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you do. Everything you let me do. All right, bring those hands back down. We're gonna do soft bend in those knees, and we're gonna roll up vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up. And roll those shoulders. And let's just shake it out, shake it out. Puffs of breath out. High fives. Have a wonderful weekend. Today looks absolutely beautiful. Not sure about the weekend, but enjoy today. Ciao.